everybody, this is Jake from JSquaredTutorials coming at you again, and this tutorial is going to be about hair, and not the CG kind of hair that you can probably get with a pen tool. I think Jordan will be going into that. This is just going to be like the thin hair like this, so we won't be using the pen tool. We'll actually be using a thing called channels, and so I'm just going to show you how to do that right now. The first thing you always do is you make sure you just cut out the basic render as it is, see there? And I didn't really do a perfect job on this. I was just kind of doing it for an example. It's really small stock anyway, so it's not really the best. But yeah, so there's the main cut. And the problem is the hair. If I was going to get it with like the pen tool, it would probably be ugly. You know, it'd be blocky. It really wouldn't look like natural hair. So this is what you're going to have to get it to look like right there. As you can see, I've already done it, but I'm going to show you how to do that now. Go back to your original stock layer and go ahead and just use a tool. Doesn't really matter what tool, just kind of click around and select the hair, and just the hair. Alright. Now the next thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to right click or control click on a Mac, and I'm going to feather it. I'm going to say about 0.5. Okay. And then Control J or duplicate, just however you do that, duplicate that little section. Now I'm going to hide that back layer again. Okay. Now you can see I have just the hair there, so I'm going to go ahead and zoom into that part. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and put a white layer behind it, because the white is closer to the background of behind his hair there. So what I'm going to try to do is make the background look like white, so the hair will stand out. Alright. So now I'm going to go back up to that layer, click on Channels, or if it's not open, go up to Window, Channels, somewhere on here. Yeah, right here, Channels. Alright, now over here I'm going to look through the layers here, different channels, and I'm going to look through the channels here and see which one stands out the most. Now that one probably stands out the most with the hair. It's more black, but I kind of like the green to give it a more softer look, because it's kind of a good medium in between red and blue for this. So I'm going to duplicate that green channel. Okay. Now go to Image, Adjustments, Levels. Now this is similar to the effects tutorial I showed you. So it's kind of like that. I'm going to darken it up a little bit. Mainly I want to lighten it up so I can get that to look more white. Careful not to do too much, because you know, I've made the mistake before of doing too much of that, and it kind of makes it so the hair is all choppy looking. You don't want to do that. Can I get a good medium there between the two? Okay. Now you don't have to get it perfect. Okay, so just kind of get it close enough, better than it was before. Now I'm going to go over here and get my dodge tool. Make it a little smaller here. Alright. Now I'm going to put it on range, highlights, exposure, probably about 50 or so. Now kind of stroke it with the hair so it looks more natural. Make sure you get it all. Just kind of keep going like this all the way around. Try to make it look soft and natural looking. I'm going to go and zoom out a little bit so I can get up on top there. Alright. There we go. Okay, that looks good enough. Now, control click or command click if you're on a Mac, that green copy layer, and then go back up to the RGB and press delete. Now what you did, you just deleted that top layer of the hair. And I'm just going to go and duplicate that, Control J, to make it look a little more thicker. As you can see, it kind of thickens it up a little bit. Okay, so that's basically how you can render hair with channels to make it look more natural and kind of wavy, and get the semi-transparency in there. Hopefully you enjoyed this short tutorial, and we'll be coming at you again with more hair tutorials and other rendering tutorials in the future. Take care.